Now, let me ask you about the fight itself. Was this a stand-up fight? Were these guys going to the ground, or was it a kickboxing match?
It was a kickboxing match.
And who was getting the best of who?
Masvidal was winning the round. The second round, again, was just a matter before he stopped him again.
Yeah, that's interesting to me, because Cerrone is a special talent on his feet, but so is Masvidal. We've been saying that here for a long time, because I knew Masvidal for so long. I traveled with him through Bodog, was in Russia and Costa Rica. I saw some fights. The relevance to Bodog is nobody saw that. We had great experience and great memories and really hard fights over there, but nobody was watching. Masausi came through Bodog. Nobody even knows that until I just said it. I mean, we had some Cain Velasquez. I mean, we had some major hammers on the roster. But it's like a lot of fight promotions. If you don't get the exposure, you don't stick around. They didn't get the exposure. They didn't stick around. But, boy, was there ever some great fights. So I was exposed to Masvidal. I saw some stuff he did, a fight he had with Steve Berger, and some other matches come to mind. He was a special talent and has been for a long time. And for whatever reason, he's one of those guys that didn't get over. And I've always thought, early on, even when we were in Bodog, I thought this guy's going to go on to be a star because he has a major personality. He's got a look to him, right? He looks like a gangster, which is what he is. It's where he came from. He's got some major edge to him. He turned his life around, found mixed martial arts, but he used to even do bare-knuckle fights out in Florida that I think Dada, remember Dada 5000? Dada was putting him on. I believe it was Dada. He was part of that underground illegal stuff, but he found this, and it really saved his life. I always thought that Masvidal would explode in the UFC when people learned his story and learned his personality. He's got a huge one. That didn't happen for whatever reason. However, his skills do speak for themselves. So if you're telling me that Masvidal had a stand-up fight with Cerrone and got the better of him, and I'm not talking about where he caught him and hurt him. I'm just talking about move for move, speed for speed, slip for slip. I think that people should really observe that. I think that that's a major feather in anybody's cap, but particularly Masvidal, he's got a tremendous stand-up background that people don't even know about.
Now he killed it on the mic. But I want to stay on Donald for a second. So I was looking up these numbers, and I'm thinking, man, Donald just had a war with Matt Brown less than 45 days ago. And because Donald's like, I'll fight anybody, anytime. I fight all the time, every 2 weeks. I'm thinking when I went to do the numbers, I thought, and again, he has fought more than almost everybody else. But when you average it out, it's only 4 times a year.
Sure.
And is 4 times a year is more than almost everybody else. It's not this number that I believe as a fan in Donald's legend. So my question is Donald living up to his legend a little bit too much, making decisions based on that legend?
The gimmick.
Or what's actually smart for him? Because, again, I don't know this, but I do know he was flat. Now, not taking anything away from Masvidal, Donald looked flat, and then and he got run through.
Sure.
He got pretty much run through.
Well, I'll speak on that real fast. When a guy does get a character, his gimmick, what he's known for, and Cerrone is known for fighting a lot and anybody in multiple weight classes and short notice, no notice, long notice. When you start to get known for that, yeah, you do start to live the gimmick, and I think that perhaps he is. I just would push back on you a little that I think it's a great gimmick. I've been jealous that Cerrone, 1 year he had 5 fights. And, man, I was jealous. I thought, this is the coolest thing ever. I wish I could get 5 fights. I'm coming off a loss, Joel. You know how hard that is? You know how hard that is to swallow something like that, and then you've got to sit on it and wait for an opportunity and start all over again before you can go out and go, no, wait a minute. This and this and this happened. I swear I'm better than that. Give me another shot and I'll prove it to you. But then you got to wait 5 months to do it. Do you have any idea how tough that is? From a wrestling background, which you came from, and I know you did some fighting too, but you did it more as a hobbyist. You were never looking to go. You were just a guy having fun. So not everything was on the line for you, I guess is what I'm saying. From a wrestling background, and it could be basketball, football, any sport you want to do. If you go out and you lay an egg, you got to try again in 1 week. In a wrestling format, you got to try again 40 minutes later. You're guaranteed 2 matches in a day. If you stub your toe in both of them, the longest you're going to have to wait is 7 days to get out there and try it again. In this atmosphere, it's a little bit different. So I've really admired. I like Cerrone's gimmick, and I like that he lives the gimmick, and I like that he's one of the few guys that goes out and tells the world, I'm a legit tough guy, that not like everybody else. I'm real. I'll fight anybody anytime. And then when they call him, he stays a tough guy because I hear plenty of guys that tell you how good they are, and then they got to go on a break or they got to go on a vacation, or for all these. I'm having a kid, I got to take 5 months off. It's like, hey man, do whatever you want, but don't give us the excuse. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Now Masvidal spoke on that, but let me ask you this before I get back to that.